So as we approach the one-year anniversary of the IIJA being passed by Congress, I like to remind people how it came together. This was something that came together in a bipartisan manner. It was built off the bipartisan work that was done in the Senate, led by Senator Carper and Senator Capito and the Senate EPW committee. And President Biden reached out across the aisle, brought together a group of about 10 bipartisan senators to work out a deal on this. And I think that's a model for us moving forward. If Congress was able to come together in a bipartisan manner to get that infrastructure bill done, that should be the path forward for future pieces of legislation as well. So the good news is the vast majority of the highway and transit dollars go out to state DOTs and to transit agencies by formula. It's about 80 to 90% of the highway dollars that go to state DOTs. Those dollars are already going out the door. The first year's funding has already been obligated. State DOTs have identified projects that they're going to put that funding towards, and that money is going to work already. But there was a significant amount of dollars that went towards large discretionary programs. US DOT is controlling more money in this bill than they ever have before, and that takes a little bit more time. They've got to go out and solicit applications for projects, review those applications, and then select those projects. And that money is a little bit slower to get out the door. The administration has done a really good job so far with these new programs and getting them implemented. It's just going to take a little bit more time to get those dollars to work than the formula dollars that go to state DOTs and transit agencies. So it's extremely impressive that every state in the country was able to meet this aggressive deadline of August 1st in putting together their electric vehicle infrastructure deployment plans. These plans are really going to serve as the foundation for how states spend their national electric vehicle infrastructure program dollars over the next 5 years. Every state showed that they were up to the task, pulled these plans together in just a few short months. And this is really going to help us set a path forward over the next 5 years. Resilience is a priority for every state DOT in the country. In fact, AASHTO President and Washington State DOT Secretary Roger Millar's emphasis area this year is resilience, how to make our transportation system more resilient. So there's a lot of funding that's provided in this bill. Nearly every dollar that goes out to state DOTs by formula can be used to improve the resilience of our nation's transportation infrastructure system. So one specific program that was created in the IIJA is the PROTECT program. This provides about $1.5 billion a year to state DOTs by formula. And I think you're going to see states take those dollars and put them towards projects that have been impacted by climate change, by sea level rise, by forest fires. And I think that's really going to be a legacy of this piece of legislation, is this new program that focuses specifically on resilience. State DOTs saw about a 20% increase in the first year of IIJA in their federal highway dollars. The impacts of inflation have really taken a bite out of that 20% increase. In some states, you've seen the cost of projects go up 20, 30, 40% over what the engineers had estimated before IIJA got passed. So it's a great reason for us to celebrate getting this huge piece of legislation across the finish line. It's just not having the same buying power as we thought it would when it was passed last November. So this bill provides a record level of funding for infrastructure from the federal government. So I'm hesitant to say that it's just a down payment on addressing our state of good repair issues in our nation's transportation infrastructure. I think this is a great opportunity for state DOTs and transit agencies to really make progress on some of those projects that they haven't been able to get to over the last several years. I think that this is going to make a huge dent in our state of good repair problems that we have on the highway, transit, and rail side. And I think at the end of these 5 years, our nation's transportation is going to be in much better shape than it was before.